Mr. Matlala, I'd hope that the tea adjournment would assist me in understanding how this process works. So perhaps if I could ask you to explain that relationship from the beginning, I'll try not to interrupt as best as you can, then we can move forward.
Okay, you is saying relationship, you want me to start where we, about the
RFQs, yes. If you could try once more for my benefit to explain how it works, the contribution by either one of you, what fund it goes into, and then how purchases are made to satisfy the requirements of the RFQ. If you could just touch on that.
Okay, let's help Senior Counsel Silo to understand the revolving part of these two businessmen. You win the RFQ, I get 10% tithe. I win the RFQ, you get tithe 10%. Using the hypothetical numbers, the first part is Matlala and Maumela, they both contribute 1 million rand each to prepay the supplier Telox. So Telox gets 2 million rands prepaid from these two businessmen. And then Matlala wins 500K RFQ from the Tembisa Hospital. He goes to the supplier Telox, who already has $2 million prepaid. He gets 500,000 worth of stock from the supplier facility. He delivers the goods to Tembisa Hospital. Tembisa Hospital then pays 1 million rands for these goods that have been delivered. So now Matlala will return the 500K back to the supplier pot. He only keeps the profit, which is 500K. So from that 500K, he pays the tithe to Maumela 10%. That is 50,000 rands. He gets to keep 450,000 rands. Now we reset the revolving fund. We start over again. Now, if Maumela wins the 200,000K RFQ, he goes to the same supplier and draws down 200K worth of stock and delivers the stock to Tembisa Hospital. Tembisa Hospital, upon receiving the goods, they will pay him 400K. So the 200K goes back to the port. The vendor, Telox, receives the 200,000, and then he gets to keep 200,000 profit. From that profit, he pays Matlala 10%, which would be 20,000, right? If I'm doing my math correctly. And he retains the other 180,000. So that's how this whole revolving part works. I had a light bulb moment. Matlala and Maumela each have several companies under their names. So when they submit quotations, they are submitting them under all the different companies that they have. So on the other hand, Tembisa Hospital sees this whole basket full of companies that are requesting business. So when they pick one of them, it will only belong to either Maumela or Matlala. That is the scam. Guys. So Matlala says these RFQs were coming fast and furious. So that's why they always had to replenish the supplier who they prepaid. Oh my God. Are you guys getting it? Oh my God. Anyway, for deeper analysis of the network series that Madlanga Commission has just launched, follow this channel and share my content across your networks. I'll be releasing a series of recordings that unpack the key dimensions, emerging developments, wider implications of this evolving story. Stay tuned. There's so much more to come.
I will call the first person, let's just say the main supplier, is the person who will be buying the stock from. Let's just call him the main supplier.
Yes.
Myself and Mr. Maumela I gave you an example of 1 million rands
Yes.
from our own personal accounts. We'll take that money and put it to the main supplier's account. Main supplier, not Maumela or myself, main supplier.
Yes.
And depending myself or him, whoever will get the RFQ first. And then let's make an example that maybe the RFQ says 200,000 rands. The main supplier is not giving you money, it's giving you stock that is worth 200,000 rands. And then you go and buy your stock, and Commissioner Baloyi made an example that you get 300,000, and then the 200,000, because you took it from the main supplier, it goes back to the main supplier's account. And then the profit now is 100,000 rands. From that profit, 10% of that profit, it will be 10,000 rands, 10% of 100,000 rands.
Yes.